Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the clamping power palm set. This is one of the Qigong sets in the Chow Southern Prayingmantis Kung Fu. This set is used to homogenize the breathing with the movements of the body, the movements of the arms, the opening and closing of the ribs, and to synchronize these movements to add force from our breathing to the opening and closing, to make our movements rhythmic and to make them more conscious and more controlled. This control of the breathing will allow us a pathway to control our nervous system, to calm down the tensions in our body, relax any extraneous tensions that have appeared, any unneeded tensions that are in our arms or our back, and to learn to hang in our structure, to feel our weight and to feel our breathing, to calm our nervous system and learn to control our energies, so we're not wasting voltage in our nervous system in unnecessary tensions, and generally leave all our force for our movements to make them more powerful and give us more control. So we're going to begin this exercise by taking a front stance, right foot forward as we would in Sambo Jin, gripping the floor with our feet, closing our pelvis, creating a stable base, gripping with our toes and our sphincter, closing our lower body off and giving us a stable base to work from. Then we're going to come through the center and sink our palms facing each other, and we're going to cup our palms, trying to feel the tension in the heart of our palm, feeling it run down our arm, turning our elbow in and hanging our elbow, and feeling the weight of our elbow hang on our shoulder, feeling these joints hang through the center of our chest and through the center of our back, down through our lower back, down through our feet into the floor, so we can feel the weight of our structure through our elbows, through our knees, through our pelvis, up through our spine, as we hang in a single structure. We're then going to take a deep breath as we draw our palms apart, concentrating on the center of the heart of the palm, pulling away from each other, opening the chest, pressing the tongue rolled up on the roof of the mouth, on the soft palate, connecting the nervous system through the base of the skull, through the nerves in the tongue, down through the center line, and creating a circuit through the body. And we're going to draw our breath in, opening our ribcage broadly, drawing our breath down into the pit of our stomach as low as we can, expanding ourselves and opening as wide as we can for a count of 3 to 4 seconds. As we reach our fully expanded point and we're full, we're going to sit and we're going to hang for another count of 4 seconds, feeling our weight, feeling the tension in our belly and up through our chest as we control our breath. And then we're going to breathe out, and as we breathe out we're going to sink our chest. We're going to keep the breath in our stomach, in our belly, but we're going to breathe out from our chest. We're going to allow our ribcage to close as our elbows collapse in. We haven't raised our shoulders up as we breathe in. We control this and we breathe out, sinking our chest, sinking our elbows, bringing our palms together, crushing the breath down into our belly, allowing all the breath from our chest to come out, and keeping a small amount in our stomach and holding that. And we breathe out for 3 to 4 seconds. And we sink down onto our belly. As we get to the empty from our chest position, we hold, drawing our pelvis up and feeling the pit of our stomach and squeezing around the small bit of breath we have left in. We hold this position for 3 to 4 seconds, and then we expand, breathing again into the pit of our stomach, and we will find that our stomach expands a little bit more as it contracted. As we expelled our breath from our chest, our stomach will have contracted a little bit. So we'll feel it re-expand and our chest re-expand as we draw our palms out and our ribs open and our arms move outward. And we expand for 3 to 4 seconds. As we're in our expanded position, we draw up our, squeezing our sphincter and putting some tension in our sternum. We feel our breath, we feel our stance, we feel our elbows hanging, we feel the weight. We count our 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and then we collapse our breath allowing the chest to collapse, and that to naturally expel the breath, keeping the pelvis, keeping the breath in the belly, and expelling the breath and collapsing our elbows in, letting our chest sink, letting the back round, coming down, feeling our weight sink, making sure the weight doesn't move backwards and forwards as our chest opens and closes. We collapse down. We feel our breath coming out for 3 to 4 seconds, keeping the breath in our stomach, and then we control, pulling up our stomach, feeling the breath that we have left, feeling our energy, and then we repeat and we expand, drawing our breath in down low, expanding our body, trying to feel the energy in our palms, through our elbow, through our shoulder, down through our chest to our center line, to the center of the body, and expanding, drawing the breath in, keeping the chin and the head square, down the spine, drawing the breath in, expanding the body, and then holding, feeling the tension in the body from the sphincter down the center line, through the chest, through the shoulders, floating, and then we expel the breath from the chest, again compacting, compressing the air in our belly, blowing the air out from our chest, packing the air into our body. As we collapse down, we reach our third breath and we hold. We then turn over our left, rotating our forward shoulder onto the top, and our rear shoulder, the one that's turning back, onto the bottom, turning over our rear leg, and we breathe in again, but this time opening up over our rear leg, drawing the breath in through the chest in a turned position, drawing the breath through the chest all the way down into the belly, expanding the whole body, breathing in for 3 to 4 seconds and expanding, and then holding, feeling the tension, keeping the stance, making sure we're not wobbling from side to side, making sure our feet haven't transferred weight from either side, holding the breath, feeling the breath in the center line, holding for 3 to 4 seconds, and then we breathe out again, making sure we collapse from the chest, controlling our breath, controlling our nervous system, controlling the desire to break the pattern and breathe in sooner. We collapse down, breathing out, packing our breath down into our belly, into our dantian. As we reach our closed position, we squeeze upward from the legs and from the pelvis, squeezing around the pit of our stomach, trying to feel our center point, controlling our breath for 3 to 4 seconds. Then we come back to the center, rotating our hands as we turn. As we reach this center point, we breathe in, repeating the first breath, filling ourselves, making sure there's no catch in our nervous system, little twitches as we turn, trying to make it smooth and relaxed. These twitches are indicative of tension in the back or the torso, so we should be trying to control this so we can move smoothly to the center and breathe in 3 to 4 seconds, holding, squeezing the breath, then collapsing the breath from the chest, the same as we did on our first 3 breaths, breathing out, squeezing the breath from the chest, keeping the breath in the belly, turning the pelvis, squeezing with the legs, packing our breath down, packing our chi into our body, squeezing around our center point, our dantian, holding for 3 seconds. Then we turn over our front leg, turning the shoulder coming forward, our front shoulder to the top, turning our rear shoulder to the bottom, expanding our chest and breathing in as we turn, taking a deep breath down to the dantian, expanding our whole body as we turn, twisting our ribs, expanding our rib cage as we turn, trying to expand from the bottom point, breathing in for 3 to 4 seconds. In our fully expanded point, again we feel our tension, we feel the breath in the turned body, feeling it through the stance, feeling our shoulders, feeling our arms hanging. We hold and we feel it for 3 to 4 seconds, and then we collapse our breath, squeezing down, breathing out from the chest, collapsing our breath down, squeezing our palms together, trying to feel our nervous system, feel our body, making sure our balance is square and nothing's moving about, feeling the weight on the soles of our feet, making sure that we're well under control, and we collapse our breath, and we feel our breath around our dantian, we feel our structure. Then we turn, coming back to the center line, and we expand, breathing again deeply into our body, to the pit of our stomach, expanding, filling ourselves, feeling our structure, feeling our energy, feeling our weight and our breath, controlling any urge to breathe in again and break the breathing pattern. We stand, we control ourselves, we feel our breath, we hold for our 3 to 4 seconds, and then we collapse, packing the breath into the dantian, breathing out, collapsing down, and holding the breath in the lower abdomen, feeling our chi, feeling our structure, feeling everything. Then at the end of this, we take a deep breath, come circle, and we press down, expelling our breath, consolidating all our breath down into our dantian, emptying ourselves, pulling up, and we spit and lock our breath in our dantian, trying to feel the center points in our body. And then we scuff our hands past each other to clear any electrical charge that might be left. We can then repeat this on the left side, do another cycle, and we can do as many cycles as we wish to train our breath, our nervous system, and train the relaxation of our muscles, and learn to control ourselves, our balance, our nervous system, and our breathing, to synchronize it with the opening and closing of the ribs, and make it something which is a more naturalistic, smoother movement of the body. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.